Live.
Okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. So, welcome to the orientation session for regional round of AI VidyaSetu 1.0. I'm Yasra Khan, and I'll be taking you through today's session. The goal of this orientation is to help you understand how regional round will be conducted, what you need to expect, and how to prepare effectively. Talking about the regional round aims to assess participant problem solving and coding ability based on the concept learned during the foundation and advanced group. This round will test your logical thinking, computational understanding, data handling skills, and coding efficiency. Through this series of the algorithmic and logic based coding challenge, remember, this round is just not for writing codes, but also we are testing your efficiency, how you optimize and logically sound the code. Talking about the preparation guidelines, to perform effectively in the regional round, the participant should be well prepared with the concept which have been taught during the foundation and advanced bootcamp. Practice the coding, syntax, and the logical problems which was stated during the foundation and advanced bootcamp, and prepare for the common algorithms and data handling techniques. And it is recommended to revise and discuss the topics which were discussed during the training session and practice the sample problems which will be shared with you shortly. Now, the guideline for the teams are follow all the rules which is shared on the AI VidyaSetu platform. I'll just share you how to visit. If you can see my screen, when you will open VidyaSetu .ai, you need to click on guidelines. This section will open. If you will scroll down, you will see regional round assessment guidelines. From here, you can view the guideline. Also, you can download the guideline. If you click on view guideline, this kind of place will open where you have all the guidelines available with you, which includes prerequisites, proctoring and misconducting rules, guideline for teams, guideline for schools. That's it. So for fair participation, ensure that you maintain discipline, integrity, and respect towards the initiator, and keep your system ready, internet, webcam, and mic beforehand. If there is any issue due to national hazard or technical glitches, you need to submit a valid proof 48 hours after your regional round via support box. After 48 hours, whatever complaint or any issue you have reported will not be entertained. Sit in a quiet and well-lit place and keep your student ID with you for a verification. Read all the instructions before the starting of the regional round and copy it with the investigator. There are no external devices allowed. Avoid phones, smartwatches, and extra gadgets. Don't seek help from the investigator, teacher, mentor, or other external team. You have to sit on the same place. Don't switch your seats or communicate to other team members, because this is everything is monitored and it will be considered as misconduct. Guidelines for school. The principal is responsible for appointing an investigator who has a non-technical background. Teams of each category will sit in the same room but at different sequence. Keep the laptop and system updated and ensure there is a stable internet. Pre-check everything. Also, download the prerequisites which will be available on the guidelines. The invigilator is not allowed to help the teams, and if there is any misconduct, the school principal is responsible to share that with the team, with the organizing team. Talking about the evaluation and elimination criteria, this is a merit-based progression and elimination round. So in this, it is determined as a combined weightage of your assignment as 5%, pre-eliminate round as 10%, and your regional round as 85%. So the combined score will define your merit. If there is a tiebreaker, then the team which has consumed less time during the regional round will be considered as winner. So this, if you misconduct anywhere during the regional round or the preliminary round, it will be considered as misconduct and disqualification for the entire school, not just the team, entire school. All 4 teams will be disqualified right away. And based on overall evaluation, top 300 teams combine the junior and the senior category will qualify for the zonals round. So moving ahead, now to continue with Mr. Weber will take over and guide you through how to work on the coding platform for the regional round and what are the prerequisites you need to keep. Thank you.
So hello everyone, I'm Vaibhav from IHFC. So based on as ma'am has discussed, for evaluation and elimination criteria, uh, the teams that will attend the regional round, make sure that your assignment scores will be also considered for the final score calculation that we'll be doing. And make sure that if we receive some ties in the score, the team completing the regional round in lesser time will be ranked higher and will be placed above the tying teams. Also, you might be having your guidelines in the AI VidyaSetu app and website. So in that, you will find the Mercer secure browser link. This is the official link. It will be also provided in the document that you will be getting in the guideline. You have to download this browser before you attempt the test. I suggest you download this browser one day before and check if everything is working fine. Along with this, you have some system requirements. Your laptop that you are using should have minimum of 2 GB RAM. The internet connection should be stable and minimum 1 Mbps is recommended. Webcam and microphone are very essential for this test. This is compulsory. So you must allow the webcam and microphone. And as soon as the Mercer secure browser application is run, any pop-up and applications will straight away be discontinued and will be killed. So there can't be any pop-ups and you can't switch the screens and all. So if you close the browser, I think you will be disqualified from the test. And if that happens by mistake, or if that is a technical glitch, as ma'am mentioned, that you must inform us within 48 hours of taking the test from the starting time of the test. So in that case, it can be entertained. And in AI with the Setu, there's a setup guideline video, and that link will also be provided in the guideline document. So according to the our committee, we have decided some of the rules for proctoring and misconduct. So as I have mentioned, webcam and mic will always be switched on. So assessment will be strictly monitored, and webcam and audio will be tracked by our specialized AI softwares for any cheating and malfunctioning. So participants must always keep their microphone and cameras on, and don't try to cover your phone or microphone with camera or microphones with anything. If we see any kind these kind of activity, this will be filed under misconduct, and whole school will be disqualified by this. So if there's also a case if you have done the assignment early, you can always exit early, and that will be considered a valid and recorded submission. So if you have finished, you can just leave and exit as soon as you are done. Or the organizing committee will be deciding the judgment for the misconduct that you will be performing. So you can't question that I have been done wrong. The organizing committee will be fair and just and unbiased in these circumstances. So after this, we will go to the Mercer browser platform. I have this is a copy of the test that you will be giving. It has a sample question, but I have disabled the secure browser platform so that I can show you how the platform will be working. So to start, let's reload the page. It shows, first of all, you will be having the round name here, then count of questions and count of section. You make sure that you adhere to this timeline. After this, the test will be auto submitted and your last response will be recorded. So make sure that the test time is noted by you, and it will be shown in the screen which will follow. So I've clicked on proceed. So it has asked me for my camera and microphone permission. You just click on allow. Remember to choose until I close the site. As soon as you are done, it will check the webcam and audio permissions. As soon as it is given, it will place a green tick over here. Now it is requesting you to manage your screens. So you have to grant the permission. Click on this button and it will click allow. It will grant the permission. So right in my case, I have connected one screen over my laptop. So it has detected that multiple screens are connected. So I have to disconnect it. So right now I disconnected the screen. I will retry. As soon as it has been disconnected, it will show that permission is available. Next, you will give it the permission to capture your screen. As I have mentioned that your session will be completely monitored. Your camera as well as your screen will be monitored. So if you try to copy and paste something from here and there, it will be captured that a large chunk of code has been uh, placed uh, from nowhere. So I'm here giving it permission to share my screen. You can always click hide button. If you click on stop sharing, it will automatically disable the test. Click on proceed. Here are some of the guidelines that you will be using. So make sure that you walk through these, and these may change when you are attempting the test. So might not be the same that as you are seeing here. For email address, you must use your AI VidyaSetu email address and not your personal email address. Only the AI VidyaSetu email address that has been provided to you by the KVS, by the KV hackathon team should be entered here. Your team name should be coming in the first name. So I am not an AI VidyaSetu student, so I am using my own email address and first name. So click on proceed. Great. There is some glitch on my part. As you can see, I have attempted the test from this email ID, so I cannot reattempt the test. So I have to use my another email ID. You can see that you cannot also reattempt the test as it has detected that I have attempted the test earlier. Here you can see it will capture your face. These are some instruction for capturing the face. Your face should be straight. It should not be tilted toward any side. And the camera must be clear. The image must be clear. You just come before the webcam and capture your face and proceed. Here it will show that how many sections and how many questions are in the test. There is a duration that will. This is the sample test, so it has only one question. Your uh, number of question will depend upon the organizing team has already start to set your test. If you want to start the test now, just start it, or else it will start automatically in 30 seconds. Let's start the test. You can take a guided walkthrough whenever you start, and if so, I'm here for it. So we'll skip it. The left part of the screen shows the question. Here you can see that there is a problem statement kind of thing. It will describe what the question demands from you. So here you can see that this is a sample question that we have provided. You can see that design and implement a function bubble sort. So it has clearly mentioned that you need to implement a function. You don't need to make the whole code for it. So just need to make a function that does the bubble sort in the numbers list. So it has also mentioned that the input that will be taking is in the data structure end. So next we'll see that there are description of the problems that will follow the problem statement. In some cases you'll also see the worst case time complexity that will be accepted in the solution, and also the best case time complexity and space complexity too. So make sure that you adhere to these kind of things. And also you can see that I'm not able to select and copy anything from this browser. In the lower half of the pane, I can see that there's some test cases. So test cases are uh, kind of inputs. So this is of input 1, input 2, input 3. So whenever your code is run by the auto grader, it will give it input 1 and it expects the output 1 from the formula program. If it gets this output exactly without any spaces, without any exactly the same output, it will pass the test case. If it doesn't, it will fail the test case. So it will iteratively check all the test cases. So this will be first, second, and third. The number of test cases will be can be different. So make sure you pass maximum number of test cases that you can to finish the test. So we have a question that can we skip the question and retry at the end? Yes, you can navigate through the questions. So whenever you feel that you're getting stuck in some question, you just move to the next question, attempt it, and if some new solutions strike in your mind, go back and reattempt the test. So regional round pattern is somebody that is asking. So regional round will be fully coding round. It doesn't have any MCQs. You will have some set of coding questions. You attempt as much as you can. And coming back to the platform, here you can see that it is mentioning the section number. And here you can see in the center, it is showing the question number. You can navigate using these buttons, and also you can see the question number pane in here. So you can directly navigate from 1 to 3, 3 to 7, and back to 2. It's your choice. So it will show that attempted, revisited, and unattempted. It all be marked in some different kind of colors. On the top, you can see that there's test time. So till this time, you need to finish this test. There's the toggle full screen mode and some settings button. You don't need to work on these. And also here's some very important button that is finish test. So whenever you are done with the test, then only you press this button. If you have pressed this button by mistake, your screen will be already being monitored and captured by us. So this will be your mistake if you are mistakenly pressing this button. So make sure that you press this button when you are fully done with the test. coming to the main area, here you can see that this block of code is pre-entered by the auto grader. So you can see that it's making a main class. So it can be any class, it can be any kind of class. Here, as the question mentioned that you need to implement a function bubble sort. So here's the function bubble sort. You cannot change its definition. So the number of parameters that it's expecting cannot be changed. It will be used as it is, because later part in the program where the auto grader will be running the main function, it will be called automatically. You cannot call it. Moreover, you can call your function here itself if you want to use recursion. Only thing, when you want to start, you just go right here. You can see that there is a comment, write your code here. So you delete this and start writing your code here. So let's see, I am writing KVS. And as if you have gone through this problem statement, it will expect the function to return the input, the output array. So you can check your code for errors by using this button. This is compile and test button. When you click it, it will show a warning that your function does not have a return statement. So you can ignore and proceed, or you can just return whatever the array was as it is. So here I'm returning the input array, compiling code. So as you see, I'm just compiling my code. I've done nothing. I've just printed KVS hackathon. So this is the code execution window. And you can see that it is divided into many parts. It is divided in the form of test cases that are visible to you. So make sure to note that there are multiple kind of test cases. Some are visible and some are hidden. So after submitting the code, then only hidden test case will be shown to you. These test cases are only visible test cases. So you can see how your program is performing in any of the test cases. So here's the test case information. The input was this. Expected output was this. The actual output that our program performed was this. So you can see that the expected and the actual output are not matching. So this test case has failed, which is shown by this cross over here. So as soon as you see, and please note that we have also added a print statement here. So that print statement will have the output in the console output pan. So wherever you feel that your code is not functioning as you have thought, so you can also you can always add some print statement to debug the information in between. So here you can see that it will come in the console output button pan. So it will never handle with the submitted code. So if you are adding your debugging in print statements in the code, it will pass the test cases if uh, your code perform correctly. So here I am introducing an error in this statement. So we'll see that if your code has some error, how will it identify? So here some kind of error is shown here. And also whenever you press that compile and test button, the standard error warning will be shown, and it will show the description of the error and the line in which the error has occurred. It is showing line number 12. We can go and check line number 12 and see that print spelling is wrong. So we just go and compile. Here see no standard error messages are or warning are coming in this time. So when we are happy with our code and we want to see if it performs correctly in the hidden test cases, we go to the submit code button. So whenever we go to the submit to code button, you can see that we were having 3 test cases that were visible to us. And in the backend, there were more test cases which will be evaluated only when we submit the code. The submit code can be done in multiple times. So if I print again and submit the code, I am allowed to submit the code again. And whenever you are happy that all of my code are working fine, you just go and finish the test. So suppose And also the timer will be showing you the notification about the remaining time. So I have only 52 seconds left. So these are just, and also whenever you have seen that you have submitted the code, you can see that different version of code are available. So if you see that my last response had less number of test cases being passed, so you can always uh, roll back to the previous response. So in the code history pan near the right to the code execution pan, you can go to the code history and choose the choose the uh, uh, choose the code which was performing the best. Open it in editor. So yes, proceed. So it will open it in editor and you can start visiting that. After that, you just go to finish test. It will show you your performance, and then you can just submit the test. So some of you might be well familiar with this platform. This is a coding platform. So some of you might be seeing this for the first time. So for those kind of students, we can always go to lead codes. So you just write a sample question. So like if I want to search for string palindrome, just go and write lead code in front of it. Lead code. You go to the first link that appears. Here you can see that it is a similar kind of platform. Here you need to log in or sign up. So let me sign up. Visible. So here in the similar fashion, you can see that in the lead code platform, here is the problem description. Here is the example test case one, example test case two, some of the constant that your code might want to follow. You can always choose Python here because you all will be working in the Python 3. And this is the submit and test button that we were having there. So this button checks the code for the error and uh, checks the code in the visible test cases. Whenever you are done, you press the submit button. Always there's also the there are also some of the tutorial videos of this in the YouTube. You can practice for your regional round in this platform, or you can go to HackerRank. It is similar to this kind of platform. So these platforms are majorly alike. So you can choose whatever and start practicing because the questions that we'll be asking will be focusing on your logical problem solving ability. So make sure that you are good in that. So that's all from my side. I'll stop sharing my scene and back to the Yasra ma'am.
So I hope things are clear with you. There are a few questions I've seen in the comment section. One of which is how much time we get for the test. So you'll get exactly 3 hours for the regional round, where you need to attempt the coding questions. The next question is there negative marking? No, there's no negative marking. And also, it's not a unidirectional test. So you can visit to any of the question by clicking on the question number rather than clicking on finish test. So I'm repeating again, don't click on finish test until and unless you have actually attempted all questions. There's no negative marking. We will encourage that if you attempt all the questions, try to attempt it, try to give your logic. The coding language you're asking for is Python, and for capturing picture, if you need to capture picture of the team leader, okay. And what is the time and date of the test? 13th November is for the senior category, and 14th November is for the junior category. Yeah, that's all I think. Any more questions? Please. You need to use a single device. So single system, all 5 students will, like max 5 students, all the team will sit on the single system. So beforehand, we would recommend you to check the system, the internet, mic, camera, and disable if there is any catch. If you have not submitted any assignment or not attended for the preliminary round, it will be considered as zero. So any reattempt is not possible now. Any other questions? So you need to give assessment team-wise, not individually. There is a question.
Programming language on the Python.
The programming language we're going to test is Python. Whatever is taught during the foundation and advanced bootcamp, revise it because it will like clear the algorithms and the concept. We are not testing just the writing ability. We will also test the logics. You are allowed to use pen and papers. One of the query is there is a pre-board paper will be held on dated 14th November. Please register this to your RO, the regional officer. Then any change in date will happen. So any notification or any update, all the updates and notification is on AI VidyaSetu platform. You will get your rule book, assessment guideline, date notification, or whatever support box on AI VidyaSetu platform. So open that, you can refer it. So that's all. I think I have cleared all the queries. There is a question that last time there were many issues with the question. They might have clicked on the last question and everything ended because the preliminary round was unidirectional. This time it's not unidirectional. You can visit to any of the question anytime within the 3-hour frame. Okay. So thank you everyone. That's all from our end. Best of luck. Bye-bye. Thank you.